What is God like? We might consider first the what is called the natural attributes of God. That doesn't mean natural in the sense that we normally use it, but in the sense of what is the nature? What is the nature of God? And there's five words that express that those attributes contained in the Bible. And I'll just quickly run through them and give a couple of Bible verses. Some of them will be quite familiar to you, others will be less so. God is spirit, God is alive, God is personal, God is constant, God is infinite. God is spirit is expressed quite clearly in John chapter 4 when it says, when Jesus is talking to the Samaritan woman and she is trying to get a handle on the difference between her religion and the religion of this Jewish scholar that she's just met, this Jewish rabbi, prophet, she says, and Jesus answers her and says, God is spirit, and those that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. So he gives us this really important insight into understanding God, and at other times it says, no one has seen God at any time. He is spirit. He is spirit. Have a look at John 1 verse 18 and 1 Timothy 1:17 and 6 verse 15. So God is spirit. God is spirit. That's part of his nature. But he is alive. He is alive. If you look at Exodus 3 verse 14, that's the story of God revealing himself to Moses in the burning bush. And he describes himself as I am. I am. He is alive. And of course the word Yahweh, where the word Jehovah derives, is essentially part of the present tense of the verb to be. And it just means I am who I am, I was who I was, I will be who I will be. I am, as Moffat said, I am the eternal one. I am always here. I am always now. So it's a testimony to the aliveness of God. But third, he is personal. And when I use the word he, we're not specifically talking about gender. It's just a characterization that it's a convention. But God must be beyond gender. I hope you're not really thinking any more of an old guy with a beard in the cloud looking solemn. God has to be beyond gender, but he is personal. So the important thing to register here is not the word he. I've got to say something, so give me a break, okay? But personal. Personal. And personal means he relates. He's relational. He knows, he feels, he wills, and he acts. God does things because he is personal. Not personal in the sense that we are, when we mean we're up and down or topsy-turvy or driven by our feelings, but personal in the sense that we are when we are relational, when we are completed in our connectivity with other people. He's personal in that sense. God is essentially personal. He is the person from whom we derive our ideas of personality. And fourth, God is constant. And that's the point of his personality. It is not changeable. It is not driven by a roller coaster of emotions or changing volitions or ideas or schemes or planning. He is not scheming. He is constant. And finally, he's infinite. He's infinite. That means our ideas can only reach so far. As the Bible says, my thoughts are not your thoughts. You're as high above, you are way out of my league, Lord. I cannot understand where you're going because you are infinite. You are out of the box and I am in it completely till the day I die. Okay, so they're natural attributes about what God is like. Infinite means God is not limited by space. That means he is omnipresent, according to Psalm 139, verses 7 to 12. he is eternal. He's not limited by time. Look at Psalm 90 verses 1 to 2 and Jude verse 25. He is not limited in knowledge, and the technical word is omniscient. Isn't that wonderful? You want to impress friends? He is, according to Psalm 147 verse 5, and he's not limited in power. There is nothing he cannot do. He is omnipotent, all powerful. Genesis 17 verse 1 and Matthew 19 verse 26. All those ideas are embraced in the one concept, infinite, the infinity of God. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, God bless you.